The walls are closing in. New York Attorney General Letitia James, known for her relentless pursuit of former President Donald Trump, finds herself at the center of a storm, a scandal. The accusation? Mortgage fraud. On April 15, 2025, the Federal Housing Finance Agency dropped a bombshell. They delivered a criminal referral to the Department of Justice, accusing James of manipulating records to secure favorable loan terms. The news sent shockwaves through the legal community and beyond, leaving everyone wondering, could Letitia James, the hunter, become the hunted? The allegations, if true, paint a damning picture. James stands accused of claiming a Virginia property as her primary residence while serving as a New York elected official. This directly contradicts New York's residency requirements for public officials. James allegedly misrepresented a New York property, stating it had 4 units instead of 5, a discrepancy that could have significantly impacted loan terms. But perhaps the most startling allegation involves James's marital status. The FHFA alleges that James listed her father as her husband on mortgage applications. This allowed her to file as a married couple, potentially granting access to more favorable loan conditions. Documents from as far back as 1983, unearthed by the New York Post, appear to corroborate these claims, showing James and her father listed as husband and wife on property records. The FHFA's accusations are not mere conjecture. They are rooted in what appears to be a pattern of deception. William Pulte, director of the FHFA, outlined these concerns in a scathing letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi. Pulte alleges that James knowingly falsified records to meet specific lending criteria, thereby securing advantageous loan terms. Sam Antar, an individual with a history of exposing financial fraud, has come forward with documents that appear to support the FHFA's allegations. These documents, if proven authentic, could prove devastating to James's defense, but beyond the concrete evidence, it's the potential motive that is raising eyebrows. Was James so focused on securing these properties that she was willing to compromise her ethics and potentially break the law? Or is there something more to this story? The allegations against James are particularly striking given her own history of pursuing individuals and organizations for similar offenses. The irony is not lost on legal experts who are quick to point out the parallels between the accusations against James and her past prosecutions. The legal community is abuzz with the implications of this case. Jonathan Turley, a renowned law professor, has been particularly vocal, highlighting the irony of James facing accusations of falsifying records. He points out that James built her career in part by prosecuting Trump for similar offenses. Turley argues that if James's own standards were applied to her case, the evidence would appear damning. Paul Morrow, a retired NYPD inspector, adds another layer to the narrative. He reveals that he reported these allegations on his Substack platform approximately 10 weeks prior. This begs the question, why did it take so long for these allegations to gain traction? Was there an attempt to suppress this information? The silence from James's office has been deafening. Neither she nor the Department of Justice has responded to requests for comment from major news outlets like Fox News. This lack of response only fuels speculation and raises further questions about the validity of the accusations. The potential consequences for James are significant. If found guilty, she could face hefty fines, imprisonment, and the potential disbarment. Her legacy, once defined by her legal battles against powerful figures like Trump, could be forever tarnished. The accusations against Letitia James have sent shockwaves through the legal and political landscape. The case has reignited debates about accountability, hypocrisy, and the potential weaponization of the justice system. While the evidence against James appears compelling, it is important to remember that she is innocent until proven guilty. The burden of proof lies with the prosecution, and James deserves a fair and impartial trial. However, the similarities between the accusations against James and her own past prosecutions are difficult to ignore. This case serves as a stark reminder that no one is above the law, and everyone deserves equal treatment under the justice system. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in determining the outcome of this case. Will Letitia James weather this storm, or will she be held accountable for her alleged actions? The world watches and waits for the verdict.